Welcome to the Digital Sketchnotes for Visualizing Learning course. In this video, we're going to give you a quick introduction about what sketchnotes are and also look at why they can be valuable for us as a part of our learning process. So sketchnotes are basically a combination of text, pictures, and then things that can organize those two elements together. Bullet points, frames, lines, arrows, connectors, symbols, anything that helps you to make sense out of your text and your pictures and show the relationships between them. I think the big thing you have to remember as you are starting to do sketch notes, that it's all about ideas and not about art. A lot of times the sketch notes that we see are done by people who are artists, who are graphic designers. They look amazing and you think, oh, I can't do that. But I think you have to remember you don't need to be an artist to do sketch notes. Whatever you pull together that gives some kind of visual meaning to the things that you are learning, the things that you're listening to, is going to be of value for you. So why sketch notes? Why do they have a power and an ability to help us? Sunny Brown has written a great book called The Doodle Revolution, where she talks about some of the research that's been done about the power of doodling. And she notes that when we're drawing as a part of our learning, we're engaging a variety of learning styles, including visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. And some of the studies that have been done show that doodling enhances or increases our listening, our comprehension, our ability to recall what we've listened to or what we've read, and it also pushes and extends our creativity. Sunny Brown has a great TED Talk that is included in our course materials that will give you a little more of an overview of the research. So why is there such power in sketch notes? Well, some of the things I've personally found is that it really forces me to be an active listener. There's no room for my mind to wander while I'm doing a sketch note. It also allows me to really focus in on ideas. I have to zero in on all the key elements, and I'm just really find myself concentrated and focused during the process. Another thing that it does is it lets you really examine what the big picture is of whatever you're listening to or exploring or watching. And finally, I find that it helps me to make connections. I start seeing relationships between things that I probably would not have noticed if I were just listening or if I were just taking notes traditionally by writing words down on paper. And I think part of the power of a sketch note is we remember pictures. And I think the other power of this is we like to revisit pictures. I don't know about you, but I have boxes of notebooks that I have done over the years at different conferences and school. Do I ever revisit them? Do I ever go back to them? No. But a sketch note, I will go back to time after time and look at it because there's something fun about looking at a picture. If you're planning on getting started with sketch notes, a lot of people initially have been doing this pretty traditionally, just using a notebook, drawing on paper, using pencil, ink, markers. And that's kind of old school. Definitely perfectly acceptable to do, but I think one of the things that's a little bit intimidating about it is the whole erasing process. If you make a mistake, it's hard to get rid of it in a way that doesn't show, and also it can be bulky when you have to carry notebooks and a lot of different colors of ink along with you. So that's why I love using an iPad. I think it's fun. I think it's cool. I think if you're a teacher and you want students to do it, Older students are going to be more willing to do a sketch in an iPad. Maybe not so much if you ask them to sketch on a piece of paper. The ability to be able to use the undo feature to undo mistakes, I think, is hugely valuable. You can erase, you can undo. People can't see your goofs, so you can kind of redo things. And I love the portability of an iPad, easy to carry along with you, along with a stylus. And then they're all collected on your iPad as well. If you're getting started, just remember you need to just focus in on what resonates with you. You don't have to include everything with your Sketchnote. And as you get started, I think part of the process is you just have to dive in and give it a try. As we continue through this Sketchnote course, we will look more in depth at some of the various elements that are part of Sketchnotes and give you opportunities to practice them, and also explore a variety of apps that you can use for creating digital sketch notes. Thanks for watching the video.